Hello you, welcome to another class in your Ayurveda segment. Today we are talking all about the amazing ancient Indian beauty hack, which is the Kanza wand. In this video, I'm going to be explaining to you what this little device actually is, what it does, the benefits it can bring us, and also going to teach you how you can use it so you can get all of those benefits from the comfort of your own home. The word Kanza literally translates from the Sanskrit as bronze, and this is a facial tool. So this is a device that we are using on our skin, and you can see that it's wooden and we have a copper tip. Now, copper is really, really important. It's actually used in quite a lot of Ayurvedic tools. So for any of you who tongue scrape, you will notice that if you use a copper tongue scraper, it's better than using a plastic tongue scraper. And that's because copper is antibacterial. So it's got antibacterial properties on the tip. It's also really nice and cooling to the touch. But when you start to work this into your skin, it starts to warm up. So you really get deep into your tissues. So let's talk a little bit about why are we using this and what are the benefits of using a Kanza wand? Especially if you suffer from a Vata dosha imbalance. And if you don't know much about the doshas, then check out these videos because I go into lots of detail as to how to identify if you have got an imbalance. But if you're struggling with the Vata dosha imbalance, you may be experiencing dryness, your skin might be looking really dull, you might be feeling lethargic and looking that way as well. But also if you have a Pitta dosha imbalance, you might be experiencing some inflammation. So many imbalances in our doshas will reflect on our skin, we'll see it on our physical body. And so of course, we first need to look holistically at what is the issue, what's going on with our digestion, what's going on with our nutrition, what's going on with our sleep, how are our energy levels. There is so much to look into. This little tool can't save our lives, but it can definitely help in making your skin much more bouncy, releasing any inflammation that you have. If you've got tightness and tension, which a lot of us hold in our face, in our muscles, especially in the forehead and in the jaw, this is really good for actually relieving the muscle strain and tension. So any stress that you feel held in your face. And because we're working this into our skin, we are getting all the benefits from removing the toxins. So boosting the circulation and lymphatic drainage, we can do that at home on our own. What's different about using this compared to using like a gusha or any other facial tool is really the design. This is centuries old. Like I said, it's an ancient Ayurvedic practice. And the way that it's been designed is specifically with these metals that will help balance the pH level of your skin. So because the metals are alkaline, it will balance your skin's pH levels, meaning that once you've done a little workout, a little routine with this, your skin is going to be looking much more rosy. It's going to feel plump, it's going to feel juicy, it's not going to look as dehydrated. Now, obviously, if you've got serious skin concerns, please consult your doctor, get in touch with me if you want to go down the holistic route and book in an Ayurveda consultation. All the links are below. And because you can't really treat from an Ayurvedic perspective by watching a YouTube video, it has to be holistic and it has to be according to you. That's the beauty of Ayurveda, is that if you've got really, really dry skin, and the person next to you's got really, really dry skin, both of you are going to be cured in different ways because it'll depend on what's happening within yourself. So it's not that you'll both be given the same prescription, it's identifying what imbalance both of you have. And even though you've got the same issue, it might be a different imbalance that you have. So let me know if you want to have a chat. We have a free one-on-one consultation, which is like a chat to understand if we'd be best working together, what the packages we have, etc., etc. Okay, so I want to go through with you actually how to use this tool. So the first thing is you need to have clean skin. So make sure that your face is completely washed, thoroughly exfoliated, really nice and clean. Use a fresh towel to pat down your skin. And once it's nice and dry, you are going to find either a serum or an oil. I recommend using an oil because then on top of using the Kanza wand, you're also doing the practice of Abhyanga, which is self-massage. So using a nourishing oil. The oil you want to be using is kind of dependent on the dosha imbalance, but a nice tridoshic oil to use would be a sesame oil, not the toasted sesame oil that you get in your supermarket, but you'll find a sesame oil in your local store, your local kind of Indian corner shop. You should be able to find one that's specific for massage. You use an oil and massage it in your hands and place it all over your face. So really massage that oil into your face. You do not want your skin to be dry, because if it's dry, when you use this tool, you're going to have dragging on the skin, and we want this to really glide really seamlessly and easily across the skin. So I want you to have a look at how I'm using this, and we actually have 37 different marma points across our head and our neck. So we are using this tool to balance out the prana, the life force energy in the body, and stimulate these different marma points. So when we stimulate these energy centers, we're energizing through the whole of the body. Even though we're just touching the face, we're getting everything moving. So circular movements over the eye sockets really gently. I always recommend starting with the eyes, just because, like I said at the start, this is nice and cool. So kind of under the eyes, it just feels so nice and cooling. And then as it warms up, you can bring it to other parts of your face. Into the jaw, getting into that tightness and tension we often feel in the jaw and in the cheekbones. And then we're bringing it down. So we're really thinking about that lymphatic drainage and bringing all the toxins down our neck. The forehead is a part of the body that we feel so much tightness and tension. Like, think about when you get angry or you're shocked or surprised, your forehead reacts. So using this tool, you're in lines going straight across or in a really nice figure of 8 motion, can feel really relaxing. And there's so many things to think about here, but what I don't want you to do is just speed it up. I want you to really be intuitive. When we use these tools, all these self-love, self-care practices, they are not to be rushed. Take your time and make this a routine that you do. And then you will start to see the benefits. But in minutes, you should start seeing your skin changing just by using the tool, by using the oil, and by taking time just to connect with yourself away from the craziness and the hecticness of whatever you're doing in the rest of your life. After you've used this, one thing that people sometimes notice is they'll see on the Kanza wand tip and maybe on their skin that there is some gray. If you see gray, it doesn't mean you've done anything wrong. It's not anything weird happening. That is the process of the balancing of your skin's pH. So it creates a reaction which creates that grayness. So all you're going to do is wipe that off the face and don't worry about it. It's all good. It happens. It's part of the process. I would recommend doing this massage for 3 to 5 minutes. Really take your time with it. You can go longer if you'd like to, but you'll start feeling that it's a bit of a workout. And of course, if you don't have that long, you can do it for less amount of time. So say, for example, you wake up in the morning and you have puffiness and you've got bags under your eyes. This is a great tool. Some people use spoons that they put in the fridge. Use a Kanza wand. It's already cold. Even if it's just been in your drawer, it will still be cold. So using that to depuff, and even if you do that for 30 seconds on each eye, you'll still benefit. So I always say consistency is so much more important than needing to do it for a long time. So basically, it's better that you do like a minute every day or a minute 3 times a week than do an hour once a month, you know? So the duration is not so much for you to focus on, but more, okay, how can I implement this into my day? Especially if you are someone who feels tightness in your face, and also if you have headaches, it can be really helpful, especially when we're doing the forehead, the figure of 8s, and going across. It can really help release all of that tightness and all of that tension. So that is it for today's class on the ancient Indian beauty hack that can give you that beautiful, plump and glowing skin in minutes. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about how to use the Kanza wand, any other videos that you want to see, let me know. We've got a whole load of classes on the topic of Ayurveda, skincare, hair care, health, yoga classes. So check some of these videos out if you want to learn more. And I'll see you again very soon. Bye.